Hello friends, welcome to the channel Solution. Today in this video we will tell you how to determine the blood clotting time by capillary method and by slide method. So let's start.
This video is also available in Hindi explanation. Link is given in the description box. For this, first of all, sterilize your fingertip with 70% ethanol or any other suitable antiseptic. After sterilizing fingertip, then prick the fingertip using sterile needle or lancet to obtain free flowing blood. And then immediately start stopwatch and note the time. And then fill the blood in the capillary tube. For this, dip one end of the capillary tube in the blood and blood will rise up into the capillary tube by capillary action. You can clearly see here how the blood rises in the capillary tube when we touch the tip of the capillary tube into the blood. You have to start the stopwatch and note the time when the blood start to enter the capillary tube. After filling the capillary tube with the blood, then wait for 30 seconds. Here we have fast forward the video. After 30 seconds, carefully break the small portion of capillary tube from one end, and then we have to observe the blood clot, means we have to observe the formation of fibrin thread like structure. Here you can see blood clot is not formed. Again wait for 30 seconds and cut the small piece of capillary tube again. Here you can see that blood is not clotted. Again wait for 30 seconds. We have to repeat this process at an interval of 30 seconds until we observe a fine thread of clotted blood after breaking the small pieces of capillary tube. Clotting time is the time in between the appearance of blood in the finger and the formation of clot, and this is called clotting time of our blood. Now again break the small portion of capillary tube at one end, and now here you can observe the formation of fibrin thread, means thread of clotted blood between the broken end of capillary tube. And then stop the stopwatch and note the time, and this is the clotting time of our blood, and this is how we determine the clotting time of our own blood. For demonstration purpose, again we are breaking the capillary tube at one end to show you the fine thread. You can clearly see here the fibrin thread of clotted blood.
First of all, let's know how to fill blood in the capillary tube for blood clotting time determination without entrapment of any air bubble inside it. For this, first of all, sterilize the fingertip with the cotton swab soaked in ethanol, and then with the help of pricker pen, prick the fingertip, and then allow the blood to ooze out, means release from the puncture side of the fingertip, and then touch the one open side of the capillary tube gently over the surface of blood drop, and you can see here that when we touch the open tip of the capillary tube to the surface of blood drop, it moves inside the capillary tube through capillary action. And now again you can see a drop of blood ooze out from the fingertip. Again touch the one open end of the capillary tip on the surface of the drop of blood. Repeat this process until our capillary tube is filled up with the blood up to sufficient length. And now here you can see our capillary tube is filled up with the blood. Now you can determine the blood clotting time using this capillary tube. Next, determination of clotting time of the blood by slide method.
For determining clotting time by the slide method, first sterilize your fingertip with ethanol, usually 70% ethanol with the help of cotton swab. You can also use other suitable antiseptic to sterilize your finger. After sterilizing fingertip, prick the fingertip with the help of pricker pen which have lancet inside it. After pricking, we will obtain free flowing blood. Immediately pour this blood drop on the slide and start the stopwatch. Note the time. After 30 seconds, try to pull the blood drop in upward direction with the tip of lancet, or you can also use needle or syringe tip. You can see here blood clot is not formed here. Again after 60 seconds, repeat the same process, means again pull the blood with the tip of lancet or syringe, and after 60 seconds you can see here there is no clot formation of the blood, means insoluble fibrin which is thread-like structure not formed here. Again after 30 seconds, means total 90 seconds from the beginning,
Again repeat the same process. Again blood clot is not formed. After 120 seconds from the start time, again repeat the same process. If there is clot formation, then you can observe formation of thread-like structure, that is the formation of fibrin thread. After 120 seconds, clot is not formed, and finally after 150 seconds, again repeat the same process, means try to pull the blood drop on the slide with the help of lancet tip. Pull upward slowly. You can see here fine thread, that is fibrin thread of the clotted blood. Note the time, and this time is called the clotting time of our blood sample, which is determined by the slide method. Means clotting time is the time at which clot formation takes place, or you can say time required for a blood sample to coagulate, means to form a clot, and which is the time interval between the appearance of blood in the finger to the formation of thin fibrin thread, means blood clot. Finally, this is the clotting time of our blood sample, that is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank you.